What a fucking day.
A day? A week? A year?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
What is happening? What is happening?
Well, we both accidentally maybe got kittens today.
That's your goddamn fault.
Listen,
and
Linda.
apparently my daughter's.
Listen, Linda. It was an accident.
It was not an accident.
Well, what happened was the lady posted about them on Facebook, and our friend Carrie wanted one. And so I was like, we'll take one. And then the lady told me that she had to get rid of the other. She had
Which
two
I think
others.
she's full of shit, by the way.
Well, no shit, but had to get rid of the other two by Saturday. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll take those and I'll find them homes. And so we have our friend Amy up the street, and I was like, she wanted one. Then Meg had been debating about a second cat, but then was like, no, because she had just gotten a kitten named Salem, who's fucking adorable.
He's the best thing on the planet. He's my little freaking little...
He's a little fuzzball of cuteness. And so she had this white female one, and I was like, well, I showed Meg, and Meg was like, no, we're not doing it. Well, then Meg's daughter got involved. And so then...
Here's the thing. I said this to my husband last night. First of all, he goes, there was a few conversations, but one of them was, I said to my husband, I said, this child is, if I were allowed to just have been myself without that restriction and shame, we would have been the same person.
Right.
And then I said something where there's possibly a parent who I needed to find out some information on somebody that this parent has been hanging around. And I got their name and address and how many times they've been married and all this information on them. And Doug looked at me and he's like, Mia's the same person as you.
Yeah, literally. Isn't it wild? You're like, God damn it. Okay, I need to hear more about this later. Yeah, well, so...
Hey, boo-boo!
Mr. Boo-Boo's getting a beer. So anyway, so this morning when I was like, okay, I'll meet this lady in the Costco parking lot to pick up these kittens and then distribute them around, she texted me 30 minutes before and she's like, someone backed out of the fourth kitten. Do you want it? And I was like, and it was the one that I had seen a picture of, and I was like, it's the cutest. Has this little brown or black spot on its nose. It's like Siamese, which so is the one you got.
Yeah, they're Siamese.
Siamese ones. And I was like, we'll bring it. We'll find a home. And then I'm fucked. Now it's ours.
Fucked.
And now you're fucked.
Totally fucked.
So we each have
These
a kitten.
cats were not taken care of, which pisses me off.
They were
and I actually had a little bit of a meltdown about it.
Yeah, they were covered in fleas and just dirty and whatever. But they're sweet and cute, and we got them cleaned up.
At least they were taken out of a bad situation and put into a good one.
That's exactly it. We're good humans for it. Karma's coming our way.
Definitely had a bunch of choice words
about the people.
Yeah. You don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't do that with animals.
I know.
You don't do that.
But either way, I found loving homes for them. They were not flea infested.
And now we're related.
And now we are related.
And our favorite kindergartner.
Garden teacher.
Yep. Is related. Favorite kindergarten.
And we both named our Carrie and I named our cats after the same book, the From Blood and Ash, which is my favorite.
Too.
Yeah.
Let's go into the names. Shall we?
Okay. So my cat's name is Poppy.
And then Carrie's is
Castile.
Yes.
And
then we had a little debate. The kids decided to name our new kitten Willow, which apparently
is beautiful though.
Apparently.
Well, in the book, there is a very spicy scene between Castile and Poppy under a willow tree. So it kind of adds up.
It adds up. But I had a very, very good argument for the name. If you can see me, what I'm wearing right now, you'll understand. Stevie. I thought that was a fantastic name.
Schitt's Creek.
From Schitt's Creek, and then I started playing the Queen herself.
Yeah.
On the Alexa.
Yeah.
And then my kids literally looked. Lucy when she kind of cocks her eye up, like she just was like,
huh. I can see it now.
I thought Stevie was a great name, but
I think Stevie's
alas, cute. I was outvoted. And it's Willow.
And my kids wanted a billion different names. And the second Carrie said Poppy to me, I was like, no, it's Poppy. And I think Poppy's adorable. Like
it really is.
Yeah, it's one of those names where I would never name my kid that, but I also love that name. So it was like, but for a cat, I'm like, Poppy is it's really cute. So.
And then right before I came over here, Amy and her daughter stopped by with the fourth kitten.
Yep,
all black.
Yeah.
Serious black.
Yeah.
Apparently Boo Boo named it.
Yeah, Mr. Boo Boo did. They were going to name it like Shadow or Midnight, and Tex walks in and he's like, what about Sirius Black? And her daughter is obsessed with Harry Potter, and that was it. Yeah, they both like freaked out, and they're like, well, that's its name. Yeah, it's been a kitten-filled day.
It's been a kitten-filled day, and there's been a lot going on, you guys. There's been a lot going on.
Overstimulated and at mental capacity. But here we are, we're recording. We have a cocktail.
If you're seeing the YouTubes, which apparently is Raina's personal YouTube.
You guys, I've been uploading Lunatic Soup episodes to my personal YouTube. That's on private.
Whoopsie doodles.
For the last, I don't know, since October I found out. So I'm going to have to go back and re-upload everything, guys. So my mistake. My mistake.
Whoops. But I've got a cocktail in one hand and a cider in another. Speaking of ciders, that was real loud in your ear holes. Last night I went on a little date.
Yeah.
I went on a little date with my husband, surprisingly. Sorry. That was...
I mean, one would hope it would be with your husband if you're going on a date, but
Hopefully.
But
you and I go on dates.
Yeah, but
all
you
the time.
but you and your husband don't typically go on dates.
We
is
don't
what
typically.
You're saying.
We don't typically. We went out for like an hour and a half last night. We saw Allie down at Incline. But here's why I wanted to go out. My new personality is French macarons.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
And I did post a picture. Incline had a macaron and wine pairing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna go ahead and let you know what this was. So the first cider was a Marionberry, which is one of my favorites.
Yeah, delightful.
And a chocolate macaron.
Oh, I could see that.
Yep. And then we had white peach, which is your favorite.
That's my favorite.
With a strawberry balsamic. Good Lord.
Strawberry balsamic cider.
No,
no,
macaron.
Oh, macaron. Yeah, duh. My
white
brain.
peach. And my husband literally said, I wish you looked at me like you look at that cookie.
Well, Megan,
I can't help it.
I mean, sometimes,
I can't
but I also
help
get it sometimes. It's like, are you literally... I was just about to say something so inappropriate, and I just...
But here's the thing. There was like this strawberry filling in the very center of the macaron.
Yeah. Like, Doug, do you taste like strawberry filling? No. So, I can't look at you the same.
The next was imperial raspberry with a champagne macaron.
Okay, that would...
And in the center of that was a champagne gelatin disc.
Okay.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Where were the macarons from?
Oh, it was like Corinne Bakery in Tacoma.
Okay.
Which is, next time I have a birthday coming up in 9 months. I would like. Allie said that she's gonna have them make her birthday cake.
Oh my God, was Allie there last night?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jealous.
We canoodled and it was great.
Oh,
and
I'm very jealous.
You should be.
I'm so jealous.
Should be. And I have deets about maybe her little birthday shindig coming up. So,
hey, I'm not mad about that.
Right. The last one, it was good. It's not my flavor pairing. It was a pineapple cider with a pina colada macaron. I don't like the tropical flavors.
I do.
I don't hate. They were good.
Yeah.
They're just not my favorite.
Okay.
They're
And that would be.
But they were good.
I mean, I feel like the champagne and raspberry would really fuck me up in a good way. Delightful.
So much that when I went to Costco today, they had a pack of
you
macarons
said
for $11, and I'm like, sold.
But sometimes you just need that, especially when life is chaos and everything is just giving you anxiety and upsetness, and you're just like, sometimes you just need something good in your mouth.
Did I also just send my husband for crumble cookie with my order and said, I know it's expensive, but I did have 4 of your babies and 2 of them without epidurals.
It's also Mother's Day weekend. You're allowed to request crumble cookie. I think that's fair.
I think it's fair.
I actually feel like maybe I should tell Mr. Boo Boo that.
We'll do it now because they're closed tomorrow.
Fuck. Might have to DoorDash it.
Do it. We should probably get started.
We should probably. All right. But I do have a joke. But
I have a joke too, but I could save mine.
Well, I mean, we could do 2. Because mine's a joke, but it's also like it's a joke, but not a joke. If this makes sense, I'll read it and you'll know.
Yeah.
This was sent in by my Aussie friend Elise, who is amazing.
I think she sent me one joke too.
Oh, maybe it was the same. I wonder if it's the same one.
No, you do yours.
The best was that she messaged Megan was saying that she was listening to our last week's episode where we were talking about boobs, and she said she was laughing out loud at work, and like people were staring at her.
So many messages about the titty talk from last week's episode,
and we were sober.
Like totally.
It's just us.
Just us.
Okay, so I want to start a company that makes both coffins and condoms. The slogan will be, "We've got you covered. We've got you covered, whether you're coming or going."
It's a good one. Actually, I think she did send me that.
Is that one? Yeah.
I think she did.
So
send me
Elise,
that
thank
one.
you for that. I love you. You're the best.
That's a good one.
Oh, good.
Okay, what do you call 2 Irish lesbians?
What?
Gaelic.
One. Where'd you get that one from?
The Instagram.
Oh, that was a good one. That was a solid one. I like that.
Oh, hello and welcome to Lunatic Soup, the podcast where we go into all things wild, weird, and unknown. We're your host, Meg.
And I'm Raina, Reddit Ropes and Lunatic Soup.
Let's go.
All right, so today, we are drinking a cocktail because I'm
drinking rum.
Yeah, I'm drinking gin. Literally, Meg was on her way over here, and I said, I need strong cocktail because I'm so overstimulated by like everything that had happened today with the kittens and the kids, kittens.
Yeah.
I
mean, same.
Yeah, I
Same.
brought 3 of the kittens home. People picked them up from my house. We had to give them flea baths. It was just a chaos. So anyways,
It's chaos down here, Tom.
It is. I was about at my wit's end, so I was like, I need a cocktail. But then I got these ciders for us to drink too. Today we are drinking Avid.
We've been on
Cider Co.
We've been on an Avid kick lately.
Yeah, we have. Look at us. Because was that the one that Ryan sent us, the blackberry, which was good.
I think we've had it before.
I think we have too.
Ago, but we haven't really branched out with it a lot.
No, it's Washington based, I believe, or Oregon. Which one is it? It says Northwest to the core. One of the two. Anyways,
the P&W.
But it's a blueberry pomegranate, and it is 8.5%, which is trouble. That's usually where we start to go downhill.
Whoopsie doodles. Cheers,
Cheers,
bitch.
Cheers, bitch. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all you.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day, everyone. Cheers to...
Oh, that is really, really good. That is very blueberry.
Fuck, that's delicious. That's not too sweet at all.
No, mm-mm.
Okay, I really like that.
Okay, we got to go through this whole Avid line.
Yeah, this is a
we got to figure out where
big
they actually
fan.
are. Oh, speaking of ciders,
it says Redmond, Oregon. So they're Oregon, but
cool.
P&W. But yeah, fucking this brand is good. I found them at Walmart. I've never seen them before.
I saw an Imperial. That was a horrible noise to make on this. An Imperial something that I hadn't heard of before from Schillings at Walmart, and I didn't pick it up because I had to get going. But I hadn't heard of it before. So
they have a black currant one. We need to try. I saw Allie post about it.
Find it.
I know.
I've looked everywhere.
I know. Well, I'll just give myself a quick plug really fast. If anybody is going to the Haunted Farmers Market on May 18th, a lovely lady is going to be selling my cocktail book down there. She just posted she was going to be there, and I was like, let me know if you want any copies of my book to sell down there. And she was like, I actually already have some copies to sell. And I was like, oh my God, amazing. She goes, but if you like wanted to bring, or I'll buy some signed copies off of you there. So I think I'm going to go down on the 18th, which means we're going to go down on the 18th.
Means we're going to go because I don't need an excuse.
Yeah. And to bring her some copies. So we'll be down there just hanging, but I'll bring her some copies of my book. So if anybody wants a signed copy, she's going to have it. And she is the Romantasy Book Club Co. And so she'll have a booth down there selling all kinds of books. She does like spooky books and all the things, but she will also have my cocktail book down there. So
and another thing I wanted to bring up is I was on the Instagram and I was talking to somebody, an influencer, Pumpkin and Gray, and she talked about a cider place that I wanted to look into. And if you guys happen to know or want to send us some, or maybe we'll just order some, it's called Far From the Tree Cider from Massachusetts.
So we got to
like near the Salem area. Yeah, they ship to us.
Oh, they can?
Yeah, but you got to listen. Like, I was like, Oh, Massachusetts cider near Salem.
Damn.
Listen to some of these flavors. So there's candy apple, which is a sweet red cider, right? And then they've got just juicy. It's just called
juicy apple.
Persephone, which is a pomegranate, pear, and ginger.
Fuck me up. That sounds so good.
Right? And then they've got a mimosa.
Love.
And then one called Wizard.
Love
I mean, there's just the names and the artwork alone. Like,
no, they look beautiful.
The Oogie Boogie.
Okay,
Oogie Boogie.
we need that for Halloween.
Come on. So we, and oh, look, not today, Santa.
Hey, I just realized I'm about to be in Massachusetts.
So
I wonder if I could smuggle some cider.
A little hop, skip, and a jump. So what are we talking about today?
I don't know, Meg. What are we talking about today? That's usually my line.
No way.
I feel like we are talking about something scary.
Diamonds.
The demons.
The demons.
The demons are going to come and get us. I will say that we have had some issues with our mics as far as just our booms that we have. They're colored. If you can't see us on the YouTubes.
You mean the YouTubes that are
that was a donut moment, okay? There's a donut moment. I figured it out though. I figured it out because my mother-in-law was like, you don't have any new episodes up. And I was like, what? I was
Tracy?
like, yeah, because she wanted to show Greg because she's been listening. And I was like,
hi, Tracy.
And I realized, I was like, I went to him and I was like, they're not there. And then I realized I had been logged in on mine that was private, and I just uploaded them there without realizing it. So I did really good.
Whoops.
It is.
It's fine.
Let's upload them all at once. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Anyway, so yeah, Demon House.
I was going to save all of these demon episodes for June because that seemed appropriate.
Because it's the 6th month.
Get it? But this story needs to be told. And we've talked about it a little bit because a year and a half ago now.
Yeah, we did. That was our very first watch party.
It was a watch party. So but it didn't go into this story as much.
I believe it. Well, it was fucking Dildo Baggins. That's why it was Dildo
Dildo
Baggins.
Baggins.
Fucking Dildo
Sir.
Baggins.
Sir. I'm still on
Zach Baggins, for those who don't know.
Baggins. I'm still on the side of things that he knows he's a colossal douche and he leans into it, and that might not be his real. What the heck was going on with was it Aaron and his wife or whatever tried to kill him or something?
Something like that. That was wild.
Like, what the hell?
Maybe she was possessed by the demon. The demons.
But they did Demon House, and we'll talk a little bit about that at the end, but that's not our story. So Demon House was a documentary where Zach Baggins bought this house and then went and investigated it, and all the things happened.
And people got possessed and all of the things that happened. But there was a lot of really inappropriate things that I was not okay with during that's documentary. All of his documentaries.
He's inappropriate.
Yeah, he's extremely...
Come at me, Zach.
Come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro.
But all right, well, so
we're going to talk about the events that led to a mother to claim that her children were possessed. And the medical involvement. Nope. Why did you give me so much to drink?
That's not me. I didn't do it. I didn't make you. I offered. Also, you had the mimosa before. That wasn't on me.
That part was
not my fault.
That part was me. We're going to talk about the events that led to a mother to claim that her children were possessed and the involvement of medical professionals and law enforcement and the exorcisms that followed.
Okay.
And we're going to examine skepticism surrounding this and talk about a little bit with the Dildo Baggins situation that happened. Even though we've gone into that, if you don't know what we're talking about, go back and listen to our first watch party from like a year ago, or don't.
It probably isn't worth it.
I'm thinking about I'm going to be doing because you're going to be traveling, so I'm going to be putting the episodes together for a little bit, and we have with our demon stuff, some of our favorites are coming back, and I'm wanting to put some sound effects in, like a toilet flushing.
Godspeed, everyone listening. Meg's in charge of editing now, so
it's going to be great.
I mean, not now, but
it's going to be great.
Well, you will be doing some of that editing while I'm gone.
Great. So in November 2011, Latoya Ammons and her mother, Rosa Campbell, with her 3 children, moved into a rental home at 3860 Carolina Street in Gary, Indiana. The children were ages 7, 9, and 12.
Gary, Indiana. What movie is that? What is that? Is that the Gary, Indiana is musical?
Is it the Music Man?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Yep,
Music Man.
All I think of is Dirty Rotten Scoundrel? Oh, yeah. Oklahoma. That one.
Yep.
He goes, "Excuse me, may I go to the bathroom?" "Well, yeah, sure. Thank you."
One of those songs was my grandma's favorite song, and I can't remember which one it is, but it's from the Music Man. I can't recall, but it wasn't either of those. But
well, the one that I did was from Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Oh,
it just reminded me.
Wow. Yeah.
Cool.
Anyways.
Cool. So within days of moving in, they said that black flies began swarming the front porch. Black flies are never a good thing.
Well, it means something is dead, first of all.
Or demonic.
Or demonic, but also, could that be one in the same?
Well, is a demon dead?
No, demons, something. Well, they're not of this world, so they can't be dead.
Or are they?
Well, no. They are not of this
realm.
Yeah.
Or this is their realm. And we're visiting.
Just are here.
Mm-hmm. That's my theory.
Terrifying.
They'd get the flies away, and they'd come back. Mind you, it was December. Okay. There should not, especially in Indiana.
Oh, yeah, it should not be a bunch of flies. Yeah, no. That's like a hot weather thing.
Rosa Campbell said that she heard footsteps in the basement, doors creaking, and a shadowy figure of a man pacing in the living room that she would see frequently. Okay. She said that she also would find random boot prints around the house.
Huh.
And we've seen, if you watch Demon House with Dildo Baggins, it's a small house.
Very small house.
It's just like a little
shoebox.
Yeah, little shoebox house. According to Campbell. No,
it's Campbell. That's how it's pronounced. Even I know that.
You know what? We all have our donut moments. It's fine.
Some more than others.
According to Campbell, one night she was choked by something invisible. Terrifying. I've had it happen. Hated it.
Yeah. I've never been choked.
Terrifying. Where it's like sitting on top of you.
Yeah, my little sister had that happen too. Yeah.
Which one?
Susie. Remember she came on and told the story?
Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm not going to drink this. I got to drink my cider.
What? I'll drink it for you.
I don't want it to go to waste. I shouldn't drink both.
I should. And
Barkeep, another.
Meg just made me chug my rum, you guys. I'm in gin. I was drinking gin. I think we're both just like so fucked right now. There's no, like, I'm gonna be honest.
We haven't been like this in a while.
But I also just feel like recording was necessary right now because both of us were so on edge that this will, by the end of this, we're going to be okay.
It's either that or go for a walk.
Well, maybe we'll do that after this because Jesus fucking Christ. What, off a bridge? Off a cliff? Hit every rock on the way down. All right, continue.
Ammon's 12-year-old daughter said she levitated above her bed during a sleepover with a friend after she and her friend began to pray and she was lowered back down to the bed.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm. The older son said that he was thrown across the room by something unseen, and the younger son said his eyes would roll back into his head, he would begin to growl, and he would say things like, "It's time to die." Or,
No, thank you. No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So the movie, I don't know if you watched it with Glenn Close. So the movie came out last year with Glenn Close. She played Latoya's mother.
Aren't they black?
Well, her mother is white.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes, I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's some real, that's a stretch.
Yeah, but it was called The Deliverance.
Oh, I've heard of that movie.
Absolutely horrific movie.
But it's based off of this.
It's based off of this.
Then I will not be watching it.
No, you should not be watching
Okay, good.
it.
I'm glad that
No,
you
should
can. I'm
not
glad
be
that
watching
you
it.
can say.
I mean, I don't think it was actually scary as opposed to cheesy,
okay.
but
Well, says you.
You shouldn't be watching it.
Says you.
I don't
That was
think
like
so.
after we did our zombie episode. Shannon called me, and after she listened, she goes, "You are not watching 28 Days Later." She's like, "Do you not remember how scary that was?" And I was like, "Clearly not." She's like, "Raina, you're not watching it." And I was like, "Okay, Mom, thanks."
Okay.
I mean, she
Okay.
knows.
Okay.
I appreciate my sister for that.
The children began to randomly speak in deep voices, exhibiting bulging eyes and sinister smiles. They made chilling statements like, "It's time to die." So not only the little boy, but the other children would as well. Latoya's youngest son was also thrown across the room by an unseen force, and Rosa claims that she was choked not once, but multiple times by invisible hands.
Yeah.
The family reached out to local churches and clairvoyants. 2 psychics informed them that the house was inhabited by over, ready for it, 200 demons, and advised them to move.
Okay. I mean, if a psychic's telling you there are 2 mediums or 2 whatever telling you that, I don't know. That for me is enough.
I don't know. I think we're going to wait this one out.
Oh, okay.
This wasn't an option. However, they didn't have a lot of money, and what they did have was already put into the
Right. You can't just move. Yeah.
Latoya went to the basement and built an altar, covered it with a white sheet, and then placed an open Bible on it. She said things that got better for a couple of days, and then so much worse. She was told that her children were possessed by demons. Latoya told the psychics that her children would be thrown across the room, their eyes would bulge, their voices would get deeper, and sometimes it looked like they were being assaulted by nothing. The psychics then were like, "You in danger, girl.
Not good.
Like, we can't help you. You need to leave."
Yeah.
But they couldn't leave. She decided on April 19th, 2012. So this was 4, 5, 6 months later. So they were living with this for 6 months. Latoya decided that it was time to take her children to the doctor. So she took them to Dr. Jeffrey, I'm going to say
Okay.
Jeffrey O.
How is it spelled? O sounds right.
Yep.
It's like Onukwa.
Oku.
It's a lot of letters.
Maybe it's Japanese?
Yeah, it might be Japanese.
Possibly.
Yeah.
And so he noted that the children's behavior was, quote, delusional. Someone from his office called the police after hearing and seeing some of the things that had taken place. And after the police arrived, they removed the children and took them to the hospital. They stated that the older boy acted rationally while the younger boy just screamed and thrashed. Dr. O said, quote, 20 years I've never heard anything like this in my life. And I was scared. I was so scared when I walked into that room because of how erratic these children were acting.
Wild.
At the hospital, the doctors at first thought that the children were acting for their mother. Right?
Right.
They observed the children and found that they were not acting. They witnessed things like the children speaking in lower voices and voices that were not their own. The younger boy would continue to curse at the doctors whenever they walked in.
Huh.
One staff member said that the boy was lifted and thrown into a wall with nobody touching him.
Okay.
At the hospital, DCS case manager came in, and a nurse, as well as her, witnessed the youngest boy walk backwards up a wall and flip over his grandmother.
Okay.
They all left the room.
Yeah.
This is reported.
Okay.
This is reported. This is something that the nurse and the DCS worker said happened.
Yeah. Which that, to me, is very truthful. The nurse is the... Okay. I don't like that you know more than me and you're giving me that...
Well, no, I mean, I know what's written, right? Like, I don't believe something because it's written, obviously, but I don't know. I don't know what I feel about this, to be quite honest.
Okay.
I don't know. It seems...
So let's just go with that a nurse and a DHS worker reported that they saw that. I'm going to believe that because it's a nurse and a DHS worker. They're not going to lie about what they witnessed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if that's what they said they witnessed, I believe them. Whether that is the truth of the story.
That is so wild.
Yeah.
That is so wild. Can you imagine being in a room and a young child walks backward up a wall and flips over somebody?
No.
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 Oh, that's scary. The hospital found that the children were healthy, and a psychiatrist determined that Latoya was of sound mind. So while the children had bumps and bruises, nothing was definitive for abuse. Okay.
Okay.
They did have things like they were thrown across the room, so they did have bumps and bruises.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like this says abuse.
And like the
because
kids
my
also...
kids have bumps and bruises.
Can we talk about Leia? My youngest?
Oh my God.
That child. I swear to God, you guys.
What happened last week when you guys came over to see Salem?
What
You came over to see
Oh, yeah,
Salem,
that was
the
like 2 weeks
kitten.
ago, but yes. Yeah.
And my husband was sitting on the chair, and I said, Leia, show Doug your eye, because she had gotten a black eye. What was that one from?
Well, we don't know.
Well, no. There was the first one.
Okay, no, the first one. So let's just.
Goose egg.
A
She
goose
was
egg.
a goose
Well,
egg.
no. So first of all, a few months ago, she fell off of a skateboard. Or no, she fell off the playground and split her eyebrow open. Then
yes.
she was over at Amanda Shaves Her Grandma's cat's house, fell off of a skateboard while she was sitting on it, got a huge goose egg on her head. A few days later, we were at my parents' house swimming, and she somehow got hit in the eye at some point. When she got hit in the eye, she didn't have tears. She didn't even know what happened. We didn't know what happened. I had no idea. So the next day, she had come home from school. We went over to Meg's house, or it was like, no, it wasn't home from school. It was a Sunday, or I don't remember. It was
You
Monday.
were over, and I'm like, hey,
Whatever.
show Doug your goose egg, because she had that huge goose egg.
And then all of a
And
sudden,
then she turns.
yes, and
it's the other eye.
And Meg and I both are like, wait, do you have a black eye? And me as her mother, I hadn't even realized she had a black eye until that point. It's like, and I was like, when did that happen? She's like, I don't know. And I'm like,
And I asked her at school, I'm like, how's your eye look? And she goes, I'm good. I'm like, what happened?
she
and
doesn't
she's
know.
like, I don't know.
No,
and I'm like,
she literally doesn't know. So then she's also missing 3 front teeth because of when she went face first into our marble coffee table. So she looks like a meth head anyways. So then it was like, you guys, I'm joking. My child's not one, but also like she has no tooths, no teethers.
One of her teethers coming in. She showed me.
She's getting one of her front teeth in, which is very exciting.
And that's been what, 2 years?
Yeah. Almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Wild. But so she has no front teeth, a goose egg on her right side, a black eye on her left side, and then she had fallen and scraped her knee at another, like at school. And the kid literally looks like I beat the shit out of her. But I obviously don't. But I'm also like, kid, you got to get this together.
But the thing is, she doesn't complain.
No, she doesn't cry.
She doesn't cry. She's not like, I mean, she will be like, hey, Look
at this. Look at this. But it was like when she split her eyebrow open, I went to pick her up. I had no idea how bad it was because she had no tears. There were no tears. I had no idea.
You got to the ER that it was.
And
like...
they took the Band-Aid off, and I was like, oh my God. Like, it was so bad. I had no idea because she was fine. Wild. She's built different. Third one, built different. Built different.
And they when they were the COVID toddlers.
Mm-hmm.
The COVID toddlers. There's something
she's
about
either going
them.
to run a prison yard or the world. I don't know. It's one or the other. I'm going with prison yard, but unless she can dethrone the Cheeto man. And go for it, Leia. Nothing could be worse than what he's doing. So,
oh my God.
you know.
A prison yard. So even though they weren't they didn't think they were physically being harmed, something was going on. So DCS took custody of the children, citing concerns for their overall well-being. They noted that the children were experiencing a, quote, spiritual and emotional form of distress.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay. So Latoya and her mom went home. She had a caseworker, and the caseworker and her had a kind of love-hate relationship where they had this, like the caseworker wanted Latoya to do well and succeed, but she was also tough as nails on Latoya.
Yeah.
And like, get your shit together and get your kids home.
Right.
Sort of thing.
Fair
Like,
enough.
Like, knock it off, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So Latoya and her mom went home trying to figure things out. Latoya decided to go to Father Michael Maginot's house. Latoya went to Father Michael Maginot for help.
Okay.
So Father Maginot conducted interviews and performed blessings on the house. He later received permission from a bishop to perform exorcisms.
Oh.
Yes.
Which is a big deal.
He came to the home to talk to Latoya and her mother. He stayed there for hours talking to Latoya and Rosa in the living room. Rosa pointed out that the light in the bathroom was flickering while they were there, and when Father Maginot would go and check it out, it would stop. He witnessed a lot of things during his stay there, from the blind swaying to wet footprints suddenly appearing in the living room. Latoya said that she was suddenly getting a headache, so Father Maginot placed a crucifix on her head and she began to convulse. At this point, the swaying blinds would go from window to window around the perimeter of the house. They went to look around the house.
Get me the fuck out of there real fast. Holy fuck.
Father Maginot noticed that there was oil on the blinds. Latoya said that she had done the sign of the cross in oil, but months ago, and usually that's done above the blinds on the wall itself, not on the blinds. She said it would have been dry by now, but this was oil dripping off the blinds.
Yeah, which I remember hearing about that in the documentary. Yeah, there was like stuff dripping off the blinds. And they actually had video of it.
They did.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that later because police get involved
Right.
into this story,
Right.
which is why this one is hard. It's hard to like be like, oh, you're full of shit.
Because there's a lot of credible people.
There's
that
a lot of
typically,
credible people.
Right. That's what, and that,
Multiple different
like the
sectors.
nurse and the DHS people. Credible.
Yeah,
I feel
and
like
police.
also, and police, and also so is a father or whatever he is, a reverend, a father,
Priest.
A priest. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I feel like they're credible too because they're not going to fucking say it's something if it's not.
Father Guido Sagucci.
Is that our new pope? Oh, I don't know. We have an American pope.
Pope.
Isn't that wild? Uh-oh,
Oh,
Mr. Boo Boo.
he
Oh my God,
brought
you guys, Mr. Boo Boo. I
bacon.
smelled it from here and I was thinking in my head, I was like, oh my God, it smells like bacon.
Thank you, sir.
You guys, can I just say, Mr. Boo Boo makes the best bacon.
Good Lord.
He
Candace.
seasons bacon.
Is that what that is?
He puts garlic powder and onion powder on it, I think. And it is the best bacon. Well,
Oh my
my
God.
husband, he's a good bacon. And
Marina?
I love bacon.
Marina?
Mhm.
Keep that one.
I'm keeping them.
I mean, this right here, worth it. Worth it.
That bacon, is that not the best bacon you've ever had in your life?
Best bacon. Holy shit.
He has literally perfected bacon.
I got bacon. I got a cider.
Ugh.
I got a cocktail.
Wait, are we finally okay? I think this
We're
actually just.
okay. I think we're okay.
I actually think my serotonin level just like.
I literally can feel the bubbles that going up into my brain.
Same. All of a sudden, I feel like
I feel like you can go.
I feel like earlier I wanted to cry because I was so overwhelmed. Now I think I want to cry because I'm happy. So there's good things. That bacon's fucking good. Oh my God, babe. 20 out of 10.
I was like, who are you talking to? I forgot he's listening. Probably in the car.
He is listening. He listens to every episode. I'll keep him for that.
Mine doesn't.
Mine does. Holy fuck, that was good. He's making BLTs for dinner, so.
God damn.
With the cider. See, now we're okay.
Okay.
We're okay.
all we need.
We just needed alcohol and good food.
Someone to feed us, quite literally. Literally.
Walked in-
birding it.
He literally walked in dancing with a piece of bacon in each hand to us and handed it and walked away. He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
We'll keep him. I say that as if.
Well, you know, it's us. We're basically a situationship over here. Platonic as fuck.
You should see what we've been sending each other back and forth on Instagram. Sorry.
Who's us? We?
No, your husband and I.
Oh God, who knows? That's scary.
That is That is kind of scary. Where is it? Well, first of all, I sent this to Tax, and it said the risky joke that will either destroy our friendship or make us unstoppable. And then me in the background, and then he goes, "I fear this every time I send you something."
The risky joke.
And then I sent this. And it said, except I'm the bestie.
Yes. So accurate, though. It's two girls, and they're wearing matching pajamas. And then the husband runs out from behind in a bathrobe with a face mask on to match them. But that's exactly it.
And it says, when your bestie visits and your husband third wheels it all weekend. But
yeah,
obviously, he's your husband.
Well, yeah, but he's still the third wheel when we're together.
Very much.
And he knows it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, babe. But I love you. Thanks for the bacon.
That bacon was
freaking
amazing.
The best.
So good. Anyway, da Pope.
Da Pope.
I can't stop saying that because he's from Chicago. Da Bears. Get it? She's too busy texting.
The Bears. I'm texting Amanda shaves her grandma's cat because she's asking about our kittens.
How does she know about the kittens?
One of my children, I'm sure, told her. And then I was like, "Do you want one?" Because the lady has a billion more. And
it will all be related.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm telling her she needs one.
Did you say the Bears?
The Bears. Okay. The Bears.
I thought you said the.
I could have said that, but I know it's duh. I know the Bears.
Pope.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Our new Pope is American. Did you see that?
Yeah, but he's from Chicago. That's why I keep saying the Pope.
Oh, now I get it.
The Pope.
The Pope. It's my favorite thing, like having so many people be like, I know this guy, and now he's the Pope. Like, insane.
Is it the freaking Pope?
It's just
he actually, like...
Didn't he school JD Vance already, or said something? Yeah,
I'm not Catholic, but most of my family is. Mm-hmm. Like I have a respect.
Yeah,
right. I love this guy.
Well,
this guy.
I just feel like with everything what America is right now, I'm honestly shocked they chose an American, unless it's like literally to send a message because this guy is so.
What he stands for is what MAGA doesn't,
which is what we need
and what Jesus would, but what do I know?
Well, we're not religious.
Any hoodles. Back to demons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Father Maginot came in and conducted all these interviews, and he decided that the family was indeed being tormented by demons.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's received permission from the local bishop of the area to perform exorcisms. And we know that, you do have to get permission from higher ups in the Catholic Church.
Which is why I
think you have to, from the Vatican, honestly.
I respect their,
process.
Their process, because they are not. That's why if they say they believe it, I believe them, because even though I'm not a person of religion, I feel like the Catholic Church, for this side of things, the Pope, they really do have the Pope. They have a very good order of things. For this.
Yes. Like if they're saying, okay, do an exorcism, bitch, you in danger, girl.
I'm not talking about other things with Catholic priests, but bacon. Bacon. What's bacon?
Oh,
bacon?
My goodness.
Bacon?
Bacon?
You don't know that reference. Shannon does. Bacon? It's
bacon.
Did you ever remember the show Here Comes Honey Boo Boo?
Yes.
It was
I never watched it, but I know what it is.
You really missed out on some great quality white trash TV. Anyways, her older sister, who was 16, was pregnant with a baby, and the mom yells, "You got to keep the baby bacon." And the little 6-year-old daughter, Alana, who's Honey Boo Boo, goes, "Bacon?" And then bacon, but she thinks she's talking about bacon, not baking. But the mom, because she has the southern accent, is like, "Bacon? Got to keep the baby bacon?" And she's like,
"Baking?"
Yeah.
Like bake?
Baking.
Oh, inside.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
But the little girl thinks she's like, "Bacon? She's got to keep the baby bacon? Give it bacon?"
God. So good. So good.
And then the baby was born with 2 thumbs, so.
Oh, God.
Well, it happens.
It does.
High 6. It's from the kid at our kid's
school.
Oh,
I'm aware.
Yeah,
I'm aware.
He's little baby Danny DeVito.
He really is.
That's what Tex called him.
He really is. Father Maginot performed 3 exorcisms, 2 in English and a final one in Latin. During the last exorcism, which occurred in June of 2012, he pressed a crucifix to Latoya's head, praised God, and condemned the devil, causing terrible convulsions in Latoya. After several hours of proceedings, she passed out from exhaustion before confirming that she had been freed from the clutches of evil. In the aftermath, she claimed that something inside her was trying to hold on and inflict pain, a pain that was so intense as giving birth.
Well, fuck.
Well, shit.
Well, shit. That sounds like a lot of pain.
A week later, Valerie Washington who worked for DCS, accompanied Lieutenant
Dan, ice cream. Sorry, continue.
You like shrimp?
What kind of shrimp? I can do shrimp every way.
Popcorn shrimp, butterfly shrimp.
All right, keep going. Otherwise, we're never going to get through this.
Accompanied Lieutenant Gruska. Accompanied by Lieutenant Gruska, asked Latoya and her mother to assist them with inspecting their house because they wanted to see if the home was suitable to bring the children back.
Okay.
At this time. So 3 other police officers joined the investigation. So there's 4 police officers.
Unwind your feet from the cord because that's all I can hear is it hitting, which I don't know if it'll show up in the thing, but
okay, probably good.
Yeah.
Good. So 3 police officers and the DCS person. They're there. Latoya agreed to them investigating the house, but refused to enter. Rosa led them in with the police and showed them around the house. They went around taking pictures and videos and then went to the basement. I think Amanda was asking to come over. I like how literally the bacon brought us back to life.
I know.
Oh, good. Willow is eating and drinking water.
Oh, good. Have we done that with our cat? I should probably make sure. Well, we've had so many people in and out.
Right.
Make sure the cat, gets food and water and the litter box in the crate in the living room.
Okay.
We also need to schedule Amanda's birthday. We haven't done that yet.
I know.
don't have a present. We need to, but so when she gets here, we'll be like, let's schedule it. Because she, I didn't get one last year.
I talked to her about that a little bit. And
I feel like we just need to do it. Otherwise it's never going to happen. So we got to do it.
We'll just schedule it.
Yep.
Okay. Down in the basement, they saw burnt candles and an altar with the nativity scene on it. Remember, Latoya made an altar down there with the Bible and stuff like that. So Christians can make an altar with a Bible, but I make an altar with my incense and candles and stuff like that, and I'm in the wrong? Just saying. I'm just saying.
I agree with you, but it's because it's looking at things with a little...
Maybe that's why there's a lot of problems with the Catholic Church. Do not get me wrong. But maybe that's why I always have this curiosity with it, because there is so much ritual involved.
Well, and the Catholic Church also acknowledges things that the Christian Church doesn't. I feel like the
Catholics are Christian.
Well, I know, but the evangelical kind of Christian, or what is the Christian nationalist kind of thing that we have going. It's
they don't think the Catholics are Christian, but do they believe in Jesus?
It's the fucking
people thought Mormons weren't Christian either, but
it's the same. But it's the same fucking Bible,
right?
It's the same Bible.
What do Christians believe in? Jesus, right?
They do. Oh my God. Sweet baby Jesus in his manger,
little tiny manger,
little teeny tiny manger,
little sweet baby Jesus, little
sweet baby Jesus. Any hoodles. But yeah, no, it's true. But it's also just wild to you because it's I just feel like one of them is more the Christians cherry pick the Bible a lot more than I feel like the Catholics do.
Yeah.
Catholics do as well. But
I think it's just individuals, honestly.
Well, but when you think about the last pope and now our current pope, they're much more
Pope.
Much more they're down with the LGBTQ. They are down with the they don't like the Cheeto Puff man.
All good things.
They're doing the right thing. They're doing what probably is what could be God's will or what Jesus would do. Where I feel like a lot of people now have lost sight of that because they're so brainwashed by our current situation.
Shitstorm.
Literal shitstorm.
If you will.
Covered in Cheeto dust.
Lieutenant Gruska noticed that the area under the stairs was broken in parts of the concrete. According to records, and the recordings on the audio from the officers' audio recording equipment and video recorders that they had on them, those things kept malfunctioning and going out. They were running out of batteries, even though they were put on new chargers, new batteries right before they went in. And we've experienced that going into haunted locations.
Oh, yeah, it does. It just drains batteries. It's wild.
Batteries.
That also happens in very cold conditions. which is like, that's like a standard. If you're shooting a wedding in like a very cold place, you can expect your camera battery to die quickly.
I will say, I've been writing a lot of demon episodes, right? The shit to try to write these fucking episodes. My computer goes out. It runs out of battery. My web browsers will turn off. They'll close.
Well, it's like us sitting down to record and our booms kept changing colors. But now we started recording, they stopped. But like they kept changing we have not been able to change the boom colors so many times.
And now they're changing.
So hard. And then all of a sudden they kept going to red, which was what fucked me up.
Weird.
That was the part. They both kept going to red. And I was like, why the fuck is it going to red every time? And they're not next to each other in like the colors.
You want to reach?
Yeah.
My daughter weighed 66.6 pounds.
God damn it. She's a little tiny baby.
She's my little baby girl.
I mean, I think Kyler weighs about the same. So
yeah, I know. They're
same.
Twins. The flashlights would go off even though they had new batteries. We've experienced that as well. Audio recordings, when they did get audio recordings, it was whispers usually of like,
I don't like that.
Hey, boo. What y'all doing?
What are y'all doing?
Exactly. Just like that.
How y'all doing?
Just like that. Just like that. In photos, a cloudy white image is present in the right corner of the room, and when enlarged, it resembles that of a little boy. Another green light zoomed in resembles the face of a woman. Charles Austin, who was an officer present in the investigation, said that he initially thought that Latoya and her family were trying to gain attention, but after being in the home, he knows that the house is possessed by demons.
Tis the demons.
Tis the demons. When he left the house that day, he was heading home. His radio malfunctioned and then went to static, and through the static, a low growling voice came through saying,
Who is that?
Why do I have a southern accent? They're in Indiana.
Indiana doesn't have a southern accent.
I think wherever we go, we have a southern
I actually know that. I had a sorority sister from Indiana. She definitely did not have a southern accent.
No. My phlegm cakes went to school in Indiana.
Oh,
I
really?
went to visit her. Yeah. Bloomington, Indiana, baby.
That's like Midwest.
Midwest.
So what's
They
Midwest?
say racks.
Racks.
Yeah.
Rock,
My mom's
racks.
from the Midwest. Was.
R.I.P. God damn it. Why do you gotta do that to me? I just had a client who was like a 2020 COVID bride for me, and she ended up canceling her wedding, or she got married. They basically eloped because COVID hit and the wedding couldn't be what it is. And then now she's pregnant and reached out to me for maternity and newborn photos. And I was like, of course I'll do them because I'm not really doing that as much anymore. But for somebody who like just felt
Return offenders.
I just felt like I owed it to her, and she didn't get the wedding she wanted. Well, her dad just died. So she's on bed rest. She is, it's not good. She's on bed rest for her pregnancy because she has placenta previa, whatever. And so I just had to text her yesterday to check in because I was like, I haven't heard from her, but I saw her dad died on social media.
Yeah.
And I so badly wanted to be like, welcome to the Dead Dads Club. But then I was like, I don't know her well enough yet.
I mean, Krista and I just send dead mom jokes back and forth to each other.
It's such a and for me, I get very uncomfortable. I can't say it to you because dead moms to me is different than dads. And especially when a dead mom is or a dead parent is recent, is very different to me than I was 9. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
You got a lot of time to work through the trauma and laugh about it. But I was like, control yourself.
I was laughing 4 months later because that's just how I deal with things.
But also you do. I feel like that's what you learn when you lose a parent is that. It's the only way you just you can joke about it.
My oldest daughter will literally look at me and be like, Mom!
Yeah, when you make a joke.
I made a joke at the school the other day, and the teacher looked at me like, I'm like, it's fine.
It's my favorite when you make people uncomfortable. It's so funny because you already have a dry humor, and then you'll say shit, and I just sit there and I'm like, God damn it, Meg.
Because I am Stevie from Schitt's Creek.
You are literally Stevie from Schitt's Creek. But it was so fucking. But whenever you make people uncomfortable, the dead mom comment, or you'll just be like, yeah, my mom's dead, and then you'll just keep going with the conversation, and then the people will just be sitting there and
damn it, Megan.
I mean, I also appreciate it because I find it funny because I know it's just you're dropping it, you're walking away. It's how you're coping, and that's
it's how I'm coping.
But also, what else are you supposed to do?
What am I? Yeah, really.
What else? I mean, you could just cry.
It's not that I don't cry. I do. I just don't do it publicly.
And you also could just not say anything at all. But also, do.
If I have a moment to make people uncomfortable.
I mean, but I find it fucking hilarious. So it's nice because I can also be well, I'm a part of the dead parent club, so I get it to an extent.
Right.
But it's a different Two different things.
Two different things. Anyway, when he got home, he wasn't able to get into his garage. The door, even though it had power, would not open. This is the guy who the static came through, the growling.
Yeah.
Who was that?
That's where we were?
Yes.
Got it.
It seems as though something followed him home. As Charles has had many accidents since that night. Most notably, right after the seat in his car would not move back and forth, or would move back and forth on its own.
Yikes.
Leading it to move, trap him, and cause an accident with him driving.
That's fucked up.
In May, a second investigation took place. Latoya and Rosa took 2 police officers inside of the house. They also brought Father Maginot, a police dog, and Samantha, who was a DCS case manager. Valerie Washington, who was the previous case manager, refused to go back into the house.
See, that says something.
Right, it really does.
If a DCS case
Department
manager
of Child Services
is not going back into the house because it was so fucked up the first time,
right?
That to me is saying something. That's not them just like making something up. They witnessed something that freaked them the fuck out so bad.
Yeah. 100%. They let the dog go in first, and he didn't alarm, so they thought things were safe, and they all went to the basement. Obviously, that's the first place that you want to go.
The basement.
Father Maginot wanted to look in the dirt in the basement, hoping to find a cursed object or the remains of a person.
Okay.
To find some sort of reasoning.
I mean, that
all the shin stuff.
But as
what word was
people
that
who discuss regularly fucked up shit, we do know that if like somebody's body is there has been displaced. That's what I meant.
We're going downhill fast, y'all.
But yeah, like, you know, you can piss off spirits in a million ways.
Right, especially with their remains.
Yeah.
Or cursed objects.
Cursed objects.
That was very interesting.
We know that.
While digging, Samantha had noticed that the walls began to ooze, and it was an unknown sticky substance. She decided to touch it. She's like, it's just gooey.
And let me touch the sticky substance.
Yeah, just touch the sticky stuff. She walked back over to the stairs where a 4-foot by 3-foot hole had been dug. They found a pink press-on nail, a white pair of women's underwear, a lid that appeared to belong to a small cooking pan, a small pair of socks, candy wrappers, and a heavy metal object that looked like a cord weight for a like a drapery. Like a curtain weight type thing. Before leaving, the group filled the hole up again, putting this discovered object back in place. Father Maginot spread some salt under the stairs and blessed it, thinking they put all the objects back. We're good to go. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go.
Yeah, we're being respectful here.
They went upstairs, and Samantha, who touched the goo,
touched the butt.
She did. So they went upstairs, and Samantha, who touched the goo, her hand began to get tingly and turn white, and she felt as though it was broken. She left the house, but horrible things began to happen to her over the next month. She had an accident jet skiing, breaking 3 of her ribs. She suffered 3rd-degree burns from a motorcycle accident. She broke her hand by hitting it on a table. She broke her ankle running. Now, we had this discussion because this was talked about in the documentary that we watched. How the fuck do you do all that in 1 month? Well, you break 3 ribs jet skiing. Are you going for a run after that, or going on a motorcycle after that?
No, because if you broke ribs, you're like, that had to be the last thing. But then also you have a broken ankle.
Running,
yeah, I will say that doesn't add up.
Like it doesn't. It doesn't
no,
work.
I agree. That I will say
you get hit on your hand on a table. But like. You're not on a motorcycle if you broke your ankle or had broken ribs, especially broken ribs.
But you're also not on a jet ski if you broke your ankle.
Right.
And had a broken hand.
Right.
So, yeah, there's something in here that isn't adding up.
I don't like it.
Well, it just isn't adding up.
It's not adding up. The officers from the second investigations were still inside, and they noticed that oil was dripping from the blinds this time, like literally dripping.
Right.
And they could not find a
source.
Which,
again, I will say, in the documentary, they have actual film of this. Of the
oil
dripping. And they do have this documented, like it actually happened. Obviously, like things could be previously set up, but at the same time, it was like, I don't know. It didn't look like it.
She's going to hate me for this episode because I keep hating. So psychologists observed the children and concluded that they were acting deceptively, possibly influenced by their mother's beliefs. Stacy Wright examined the youngest son and claimed that the boy tended to act possessed when he was challenged, redirected, or questioned.
Okay.
The boy seemed to be coherent and logical unless he was talking about demons. And that's when his stories would become bizarre, fragmented, and illogical. He often would change the subject while asked about demons. So Stacy did not believe that the child was suffering from a psychotic disorder, but she suggested that the behavior could have been a result of religious indoctrination.
Right.
Another clinical psychologist named Joel evaluated the other kids, and he arrived at a similar conclusion. Latoya herself was evaluated by more than one psychologist, but none of them were able to determine any sign of psychological disorder. So she wasn't, but they're thinking that the kids, like, they were fine until they started talking about demons or supernatural things.
Right.
So that's skeptical.
Sounds very skeptical.
According to a skeptical investigator, Joe Nickel, the police chief, Charles Austin, was an admitted believer in the supernatural, including ghosts. Nickel reported that the photo published by the Indianapolis Star and captioned "Photo by Hammond Police," which was the one with the haze where you could see the boy, was not a photo actually taken by the police.
Okay.
He said it was a different photo that was given to them.
Okay.
And that a number of witnesses concluded that it could have been a misreport.
Okay.
And doctored.
Okay.
So the supposed levitation was described by the mother and not necessarily something that was witnessed.
Okay.
And I don't know what to tell you about the hospital with the boy walking up the wall backward.
Which was, again, reported by a nurse and a DHS worker.
It is important to know that people who lived in the house before had nothing.
Yeah.
There was nothing.
Yeah. Which that.
So, but does it have to do with the house or does it have to do with Latoya?
Right. Could be.
In the documentary, there was also where the kids, the girls were, the daughter had an exorcism as well.
Yes.
And there was a scene where actually Zach was talking to the girl on her own, and I got very like,
It was
Mama
not good.
bear.
It was not good.
Like, get away from that child.
Uh-huh.
You should not be alone with that child. You're a grown ass man. You get out.
These kinds of questions are.
There was too much going on.
It was bad.
There's so much weirdness in this case.
Yeah.
That I don't know.
I mean, it's a lot of weirdness. There's a lot of things that point to it being real, and there's a lot of things that point to being like, this doesn't make any fucking sense. In my opinion.
Some say that the boy's grandmother could have been like guiding the boy around the room, and it looked as though he was walking up the wall. I can't quite picture. I can't work that out in my mind.
How would you guide someone to walk up a wall?
That was one of the explanations. I can't
really watched my sister walk on the ceiling with my own two eyes, but it was because my husband lifted her up.
I saw that too.
Yeah, and but so there was a reason.
Yeah.
So like someone walking up a wall by themselves, I don't think that they could just do it without any help unless it is a supernatural situation.
Boo-boo supernatural?
He must be. Supernatural strength. Have you seen my sister's ass? It's huge. How does he lift that?
Shannon, that was her, not me.
She knows she has a huge ass. She's got a Kim K ass.
It's a good
but she didn't have to pay for it.
She didn't.
It's full free.
I saw it in those pictures from St. Bart's. I literally texted you and I was like, Raina,
the fuck?
Your sister's bootay.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know. She got a big one.
Oh, we can't. Last week we talked all about titties. We can't talk about boobies.
asses. Whatever.
We
can talk about what we want.
This is our podcast.
Yeah, we do what we want.
Spooky shit and boobs.
And ass, apparently. More about tits, though. Tits for days. Anyways.
So this remains one of the most documented instances of alleged demonic possessions in the U.S. Latoya did eventually get her children back. One of the sons did complete suicide. And so there was that mental illness? Was that something to do with the demons? Was that, we don't know. They moved away from the house. Zach Bagans, Dildo Bagans, did get, obviously they were in the documentary, they had something to do with the documentary. So
wasn't this one though where like
they moved away and fizzled out?
They were in the documentary for a little bit, but they wanted to be paid or compensated or something. Wasn't there something with that, or is that a different one?
That was at the beginning, and that was like somebody else.
Got it. But also, like, fair enough. If you're going to tell your story on something that someone else is making money, you should be compensated no matter what in the world we live in
100%.
nowadays.
Oh, 100%. I agree with you. In 2014, journalist Marissa Kwiatkowski published an in-depth article bringing national attention to the case, so that's why it's so well known. And then Zach, obviously, Dildo Baggins, went and bought the house, and then his whole hubbubaloo, like go watch Demon House if you want to, and he ended up actually destroying the house and demolishing it. Because he said that it was too overtaken by demons. Do you really think knocking down a house is going to do anything to the demons? Especially since the demons, like they're sovereign of the land. I'm sorry, that's what it is.
Yeah, no, that's stupid shit. Because they're attached to whatever it is. It's not going to take away a house. It's like a ghosty. They're still going to be at that place. They show up where they want to.
And if you know what, I've welcomed you before on this show, Zach. Please come and have this discussion with us.
Yeah, right.
It would be great.
I want nothing to do with that.
I do. Are you kidding me? If Zach reached out to us and was like, yeah, I'll come and debate you, come at me, bro, you would be all over that.
Oh, you're right, because I would be like, I'd want to fuck him up real bad.
It would be the best. I would look forward to, I would
literally be taking notes and have like notes for days because my brain doesn't function fast enough to be able to get like, the good things in. So I would be fucking prepared. I don't prepare for anything. I prepare for that.
I'd prepare for that.
Prepare. Like study the shit out of things and be like, all right, I'm ready to fuck you up.
Let's go, bro.
Come at me, bro. It's like I literally am getting people arguing with me on specifically Instagram all the time. The cocktail pods that I make. Yeah. It really pisses people off that I measure things in grams, and I constantly am getting people like being aggressive about it. And I had this girl yesterday who was like, who the fuck uses grams on my Instagram thing? And I said, people doing molecular gastronomy, which is what this is. It's basically like food science. And she was like, well, as a mixologist,
as an American,
you should know that measuring things in shots allows this, and this. And like she went, and I was like, respectfully, ma'am, you do not understand what I'm doing. And this is literally a science project. This is food.
Side note, when she says respectfully, it's not.
It's not respectful. And she like literally argued with me. And I was like, I said to her, I was like, I'm honestly not trying to be rude to you. We went back and forth a number of times, but I was like, I'm not trying to be rude to you when I tell you that you don't understand what I'm doing. But if you honestly understood this, you would know that you have to have a precise measurement for this because it is science. This is not just like mixing a drink in order for these pods to turn out. Yeah. And here's the thing, you guys, I did not do good in science. That's not me. But for when it involves alcohol, obviously I figured it out. I sound super smart when I talk about it, but only because I figured out how to make these pods. But it's not. But it's so funny because it's like that kind of shit. It's like I figured that out and I sound smart as fuck talking about it, but I'm not.
You get it?
Because I get that part of it, but I know it has to be measured. You have to measure it like that with grams because the volume.
But it's like with
of
baking
the liquid
too.
That's what it is. But
you're supposed to, if you're making bread, you're supposed to measure it out in grams.
Exactly.
Do I? No. Do I just throw that shit in there and hope for the best?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. With these
Am I going to eat it anyway?
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, boo boo.
And with these pods, I've realized that you have to measure it exactly.
Hey, Matthew.
Hi, Matt. Oh, Amanda Shaves Her Grandma's Cat's husband's here.
Mr. Amanda Shaves Her Grandma's Cat is here.
That means Amanda Shaves Her Grandma's Cat is here.
That means Amanda.
Somewhere.
Where's Amanda Shaves Her Grandma's cat?
Upstairs looking at the other pussy.
She's looking at the cat. Don't let her shave it.
I was look at his shirt. Siege worldwide, wide. You guys want to know what's funny? Is Amanda and I have twin husbands.
They look a lot alike.
They look very much alike. It's hilarious. Anywho, back to the thing. Anyways, I fight with people on Instagram all day about grams, it's so funny because people come on and they get so upset with me about it, and I'm like, chill the fuck out, you guys.
Wild.
What were we talking about that made me say that? Like,
I have no idea, but
we'll
we were
listen back
talking.
and
We were talking about fighting with Zach Baggins.
Oh yeah, that was it.
But yeah, this is one of the most documented demonic possessions that we have, and I think a lot of it has to do with Dildo Baggins.
Well, but also modern day. But it's modern day police. There was police body cam
involved. There was government agencies involved.
But there was body cam footage from police officers. There was nurses, DHS workers. There are people who were
the movie Deliverance
sources.
Also is wild, you guys. It's wild. There's this scene with what happens with the grandmother.
So
I will never recover from what happens to Glenn Close.
If you are not a pussy ass bitch, go watch that movie. But if you're like me, don't do it. And I will admit, pussy ass bitch, not doing it.
I thought it was, I think most horror movies are cheesy. Like, I think that's just, I think people know that horror movies are cheesy, right? And this was, cheesy.
Yeah, I agree.
There's another Conjuring movie coming out this fall.
Yeah. Here's the thing, you guys.
Of the Smurl family. We did the Smurl family.
Meg apparently has zero fears, and that's fine. That's totally okay. We know that I have every fear. So, like,
It's not that I have zero fear. I am just numb.
Yeah, you have something wrong in your brain.
Yeah.
Where I am afraid of everything. So, that's
I'm afraid
fine.
of sharks.
Well, I know that.
I'm real afraid of sharks.
I know. I was swimming under a catamaran in St. Bart's.
Absolutely not.
Once I realized how clear the water was, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to get eaten by a great white.
But then you could see the great white coming.
Yeah, you could see them. There was just sea
But
turtles there. But I was swimming under it going,
Sea
turtles. I was going,
And I would
Dun,
literally. Here's the thing.
it honestly sent panic into my own heart.
You get me into the water. If you were to get me in the water,
I
right?
would.
If
I
you
would
were
get
to-
you in.
But if you were to do that, I would seize up and not be able to move, and Boo Boo would have to come in and get me.
I mean, probably. But you know what? I would do it because it'd be fucking funny.
Oh, no.
I would. You even said I could have gotten you into that
Maybe
blue Gatorade beautiful
Possibly.
water. You said I would have.
Maybe.
No, you would have.
Possibly.
Because water scares Shannon and I too. We talk about it all the time.
Water's scary.
Mm-hmm.
I love being around the water. I do not like being. It's hard to get me. You know, this is hard to get me into a pool.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to get me into water.
Yeah. Well, I will
was
tell
drowned.
you. You may have been.
I may have been.
Yeah. But no. But when
Did I
it's that
float?
clear, you did.
No, I didn't.
I thought your tits would have been like buoys. It's like,
I was making a witch joke.
oh, and where does my head go? Back to titties. Always to the tits. Oh, but yours are. I was about to. I know too many people with fake tits. It's a problem. So it's always.
Yours are real.
Yeah, yours are real. So you don't have the like saline that like lifts you. Yours are dense. Mine are real, not fake. I almost said mine are fake. They're definitely not. I wish. Are you just letting me talk while I dig myself into a hole about tits again?
Pretty much.
Let's just keep going. Anywho, but if you have fake tits, they're like fucking a life jacket.
Life jacket. Just
Yeah, they're
buoys.
literally though. They
Buoys.
They float. I know plenty of people with them. Close relation.
Who?
I shall not
Shannon?
say. No, I have no idea, you guys. I don't know anyone with fake tits. Except for I do.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, they're like buoys.
Buoys.
I feel like yours are too dense for that.
Mine are very dense.
They just drag you down to the bottom of
They'd
the
sink
ocean.
me.
Literally boulders.
Yeah.
Right down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Shit.
Well, shit.
Well, shit.
Please stop us.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry for any new listeners. This is what you got yourselves
I'm not
into.
sorry. You either love us or you don't. That's how it is.
So that was the story of Latoya Ammons and the Demon House.
I still believe there's something going on there because so many people saw things they
I
can't
think there is
explain.
something
And
going
I
on.
think DHS will take kids away from a situation that they know is horrible. The fact that that didn't happen, or
well,
it
they did, but they gave them back.
Yeah.
I do not think that it had to do with the house itself. I think that it had to do with Latoya.
yeah.
I don't think it had to do with the property.
And I think that there could have been other shit
Dildo
going on.
Baggins went in
Well,
there and then just created his own.
We will
bullshit.
ignore whatever the fuck he says. We know that. But I do agree something was going on. And yeah, whether she conjured it accidentally, on purpose, brought it with her, whatever, who the fuck knows.
Because nobody else in the house had a problem before.
Yeah, and it's also one of those things you don't, like, people don't tell you everything. So, like, you're only hearing one side of the story,
Right.
whatever side they want to show you.
Right.
And if she was into stuff or someone she was close to was into stuff, she could have also had someone curse her. Like, there
We
could have
also
been.
know that mental illness has a lot to do with it. Like when we talked about the Smurl family home, that had a lot to do with it
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
So
So you just don't know. But I do believe there was stuff going on there. But who
just in
knows?
what capacity and
What
where
it was.
did it originate?
Who knows?
No, I don't know.
Who the fuck knows?
I don't know.
All right, you guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this bullshit hour. Meg and I are
You know what? Y'all,
y'all.
you get a free glimpse into our therapy.
This is our therapy.
This is what
This
it
is this is why we're not paying anybody.
This is why we don't pay anybody.
Yeah, we
because
just do
that's
this instead.
So healthy.
And then you guys get to listen to us.
Literally, when we ate that bacon, it was like tingles up our body
It
into
healed,
our brain.
It healed
It
us.
healed. It healed.
So we're gonna wrap it up and go play with some kittens,
Pussies.
some pussies, and go hang out with Amanda shaves her grandma's cat.
Just keep those cats away from her. She's gonna shave them all.
Amanda. That's what Tex calls her.
Amander.
Because in Australia, you know, you say an A as an ER.
Rainer.
Yeah, that's why they all call me Rainer.
Rainer.
Or ER as an A. It's like vice versa from us. how
But
they
then when he
pronounce
says Kyler, it sounds like Kyla.
it. Kyla. Yeah, ER is an A.
That's why,
That's what I
like,
said.
because we have a friend named
Amander.
Kyla, and so
Yeah,
I
we
get
do.
Kyla and Kyler mixed up all the time.
I mean, carpool Kyla. Then I have a Kyler, Kyla, all the things. Fucked up. Anyways, all right, you guys.
Wow.
Well, guess what? Go get yourself some lunatic soup, especially if you guys are in the PNW. Go find this Avid. Whatever this is delightful. This is a new one we've had twice now, and at least twice.
Really liked
really
it.
enjoyed
Yeah.
every time. Not too sweet. It doesn't have a craft taste, but it is also like a like the funk that we like. The smaller one, but
speaking
really
of
good.
funk, at Incline there was a French style cider that had the perfect amount of funk.
Oh, a French style cider.
A French style cider.
It's weird. I might be going to France. Oui, oui. Oui, oui. I should probably learn some French.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
C'est quoi?
If you are from my neck of the woods in the good old New England and have any ciders you want to send us, that'd be great.
If anybody wants to meet me at the Boston airport and throw me a cider, I'm here for
Over
it.
the fence.
Just like yeet it to me through security. It's fine. Like I will be there waiting.
Yes.
I'll walk out of security and get it from you, to be honest.
Yeah.
So if anybody in Boston wants to get us that cider.
Boston.
Or on Martha's Vineyard.
Martha's Vineyard.
Don't think we have any listeners there, but you never know. Never say never.
Who knows at this point? Like, do we have any listeners right now? Nobody's listening
Probably
at this
not.
point
Zero.
anymore.
Done.
No.
Sausage, Elise, Shannon, X.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Thank you, Snickerdoodle. We love you.
And Elise, and Shannon, and Tex, and everyone else who is listening, because I know we have more than that. Our stats say we have more people that listen, but it's hard to believe some days.
We just talk to ourselves at this point.
Pretty much. All right, you guys.
We love you guys.
Love you guys. Go get yourself some lunatic soup.
And remember, in this crazy world,
it is motherfucking good to be a lunatic.
Bye.
Bye.